when I got saved, and the Lord made me into what I am today. So my mind, my will, and my emotions were converted. I was redeemed and converted. I repented. I repented of my sin. I looked at my sins as soon as I was saved. I looked at my sin as awful degradation and need not to live that way anymore. I didn't become perfect because I kept my flesh, but I did become spiritual because my spirit was in tune with the Holy Spirit. His spirit and my spirit dwelt together, and His spirit was there to direct my human spirit and my mind, will, and emotion to do the things that He wanted me to do. Perhaps the best way to decipher or describe the way a man is before he gets saved is Proverbs 16:25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And then Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful, the mind, will, and emotions is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And I've been there, and I know what it is to be desperately wicked, and I know what it is to be righteous in the sight of God. Well, I want to bring us down now to the point of what is man, who is John and Jane Doe. I want us to bring down to the point. If today we are living in the 21st century and we want to unite ourselves with the God of the universe, how do we go about doing it? Well, I'm saying to you that God, Jesus Christ, while He was on earth, He created the church as an organism. He said to Peter, He said, upon this rock I'll build my church, and the gates of hell shall not come against it, prevail against it. And I'm saying that God inserted into the church the gospel of Jesus Christ, and it's made available to everyone. Now, I use myself the Roman road of salvation when I'm trying to win somebody to Christ. However, I will tell you that I didn't get saved by the Roman road of salvation. I got saved by John 3:14 through 16. And I opened up my heart, and Jesus came in and converted me by those scriptures. And but I'm going to use, in this particular sermon, I'm going to use the Roman road plan of salvation. First of all, the Roman road says in Romans 3:10, there's none righteous, no, not one. Talking about mankind. Now, Jesus was righteous. He never sinned, so He was righteous. But as far as all of the descendants of Adam, it goes back to wherefore is one man sin entered the world, and death by sin. And so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. So Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So therefore, we have this problem. Man is separated from God by sin, just as Adam was separated from God by sin in the Garden of Eden. Now, God is not making visits today. He doesn't come and knock on my door. A man did come on and knock on my door at 3328 Martha Street in Tyler, Texas, and he told me how to be saved, and I ignored him. But I did go to church where he preached, or he was an associate pastor, and I began to hear more. First time I ever heard preaching on the place called hell was down in the hill country of Mississippi where I lived, 14 miles.